I'm Ashlyn.
And I'm Zach.
And this is Sierra, and we're traveling A to Z.
This week we're in Liechtenstein.
Join us as we go explore the capital city of Liechtenstein, Veduz.
Where are we going? We're gonna go to your third country. We're heading to Liechtenstein. Yeah, Liechtenstein. On a train from St. Gallen to Sargans, and then we will get on a bus from there. We're gonna get on bus 11 to get into Liechtenstein.
We made it to Vaduz, Liechtenstein, which is the capital of Liechtenstein. It has a population of approximately 5,700 residents and is nestled in the Rhine Valley at an elevation of 455 meters. The city is home to the national parliament and municipal government.
We made it to Liechtenstein with the sleeping baby. So Liechtenstein is the 6th smallest country in the world. And it's one of the only countries that's surrounded by other countries and no water. I thought that was kind of cool.
What about Vatican City?
It's one of the only, it's not the only, one of the only countries that's landlocked.
So is Mongolia.
There's a few. I'm not saying it is the only, it's one of the only countries. There's not that many of them. And it's surrounded by Switzerland and Austria. For $3, you could get your passport stamped. That's Swiss francs, or $3.20 with for a euro to get your passport stamped. You get it stamped at a few different places. We are getting ours stamped at the informational center. So that's where we're heading now.
Thank you. By the visitor center, you could see a replica of the Vaduz Castle, which is not only a medieval fortress, but also the official residence of the Prince of Liechtenstein, who still lives in this castle today. This castle was originally built in the 12th century. The Liechtenstein family purchased the royal house in 1712 and has used it as a primary residence since the 20th century.
Behind me is the Prince's Castle, and the family still lives there, so you can't go inside or do tours. It is one of the oldest noble families that are around in Europe. And the flags means they're home right now. Liechtenstein is on the Swiss franc because they're basically best friends with Switzerland. And they also take the euro. They speak German here in Liechtenstein. Most people speak English too. They actually do really good. But German is the main language.
We're currently walking along the main pedestrian street, which has boutiques, cafes, galleries, souvenir shops, sculpture installations, museums, cathedral, and governmental buildings.
This is a cute little city. There's lots of little shops. Right now we're searching for lunch. We're gonna do lunch and then tour maybe around the city just to get a little bit more information about the place.
We decided to check out Altenbach Restaurant and Bar, which has cuisines featuring influences from Italian, American, Asian, and regional traditions.
Looks like an egg drop soup.
I got a schnitzel, and normally they just put a lemon on there, but they wrap the lemon in cheesecloth so that you don't get any fines from the lemon on the schnitzel. Pretty fancy.
And I got a falafel with fries. So for 12 francs, we are going to go on the city train tour. It's about 35 minutes long. It's supposed to give a nice little tour of the city. We're on a train. You get to pick the different languages.
You have approximately 40 different languages to choose from for the tour. The tours are offered twice daily at 1 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. for individual passengers, but more frequent for groups. The train ride departs from the bus station and goes towards the historic old town. Next, the train climbs gently up the sloping vineyards above the town with lush green roads and scenic rural vistas. You then stop at the iconic Red House, which offers an ideal vantage point for panoramic views of Vaduz Castle. You continue the journey through the tranquil countryside and the outskirts, offering a peaceful green backdrop. The loop then brings you back to the bus station.
Vaduz is the smallest capital in the world.
Liechtenstein may be small, but it is the home to a lot of different industries. It's most notable for precision manufacturing and tooling from the Hilti Group. It produces dental filling materials such as veneers and dental systems. Liechtenstein is highly specialized in financial services, particularly private banking, assessment management, and insurance. They're also involved in a lot of different other industries. Liechtenstein has a very low tax rate for both the people and the companies that produce items in the country.
Every one of the little cities in Liechtenstein have a casino. There's 11 cities in Liechtenstein. It's funny.
They're competing with Monte Carlo.
I don't think they're competing with Monte Carlo, but Monte Carlo is Monte Carlo, but that's pretty cool. You wouldn't even know. It just looks like a regular building, just kind of blends in. It's not like Las Vegas. Behind me is the Parliament building. This is the courthouse, and the Prime Minister's office is on the second floor. Liechtenstein Museum. They have a lot of museums here.
Liechtenstein has 6 major museums. The Liechtenstein National Museum covers the Liechtenstein history and natural science, folklore, and archaeology. The Post Museum is the only free museum. This museum houses the largest collection of stamps in Europe and also talks about the postal service in Liechtenstein. There's multiple art museums, both modern and contemporary. The museum called the Liechtenstein Treasure Museum holds objects from the Princely family and 180 Fabergé eggs from Russia.
Behind me is the Catholic Church.
The primary Catholic church in Liechtenstein's capital Vaduz is the Cathedral of St. Florian, often referred to as Vaduz Cathedral. The church is a neo-Gothic design and was built on the foundation of a medieval chapel dedicated to St. Florian in the 9th century. It was built between 1869 and 1873. Next to the cathedral is the Princely's Crypt, constructed between 1958 and 1960. It serves as the burial place for the Princely family. In the Old Town, they have a cute little park with a great view of the castle. Sierra loved it.
Good job! Look at you go! Singing by yourself for the first time.
The Romans brought the grape plants around 2,000 years ago to Liechtenstein due to the ideal weather. They grow over 22 different types of grapes, but the most popular is Pinot Noir and Chardonnay. There's over 100 different vineyards that are protected in Liechtenstein.
We are at the Princely Winery, which was established in 1712. It's the oldest winery in Liechtenstein, and we're gonna go do a tasting. This winery specializes in Pinot Noir. A lot of their wines are Austrian wines.
The winery is ran by the Prince Hans Adams II's family, a winery with royal heritage. It is one of the few active wineries in the world owned by a reigning royal house. This winery produces boutique-scale wines that are found in select high-end restaurants across Europe and the United States. We did a classic tasting, which was around 20 Swiss francs per person. They typically do around 6 tastings. We were fortunate enough to get 8 different tastings.
So this is the original one
From Vaduz.
from here,
From here, yes.
Vaduz. So we just finished wine tasting. Super good. They gave us 8 wine tastings. All of them were tasty. We're gonna buy a bottle and drink it. Nice, very friendly. They explain a little bit about the wines. Not a lot, but a little bit. I definitely recommend coming to the winery if you're in the Vaduz area. It is super tasty, they're very friendly, and the wines are great. So definitely check it out. And from the winery, you have all the vineyards and a gorgeous view of the castle.
I hope you enjoy exploring Vaduz Liechtenstein with us. Please subscribe below to follow more of our adventures as we head back to Switzerland.